Hello, math learners! Welcome to the final part of our reviewer series in preparation for the Quarter 3 examination for grade 9 students. So now we will be dealing and discussing the last 10 questions, 31 to 40. So the question is, what is your current score from the previous 3 series that we have? Please share it in our comment section below. So without further ado, let's start the review. Question number 31. For questions 31 to 32, a park planner is designing two triangular gardens. One garden has the sides measuring 15 meters and 20 meters that enclose a 50-degree angle. The other garden has a side measuring 30 meters and 40 meters enclosing the same 50-degree angle. Question is, what can the planner conclude about the two gardens? Is it A, the gardens are congruent? B, the gardens have equal perimeters. C, the gardens are right triangles. Or D, the gardens are similar. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, as you can see, if we compare the measurement of the sides of the two garden, we have 15 and 20 with the enclosed of 50-degree angle. The other one is 30 and 40 with an enclosed of 50 angle. If we get the ratio of 15 and 20 and 30 and 40, you have 3/4. Okay, so they are basically proportional. So therefore, talking about proportion, with having the same angle measurement or included angle, then we could say that the gardens are similar. Letter D is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, I hope you got that one. Now, let us go to question 32. What similarity theorem will justify that the two triangle gardens are similar? Is it A, right triangle similarity theorem? B, angle-angle similarity theorem? C, side-angle-side similarity theorem? Or D, side-side-side similarity theorem? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, this question is very easy. Why? Because as we can see in the given problem, the given has two sides and one included angle. So, two sides and one included angle. So, therefore, that is SAS. That is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Okay. So, my dear math learners, I hope you got that one. Very easy. Now, let us go to question number 33. A triangular playground has sides 16 feet, 24 feet, and 32 feet. A smaller playground will be built 1/4 its size, or 1/4 the size. What are the sides of the smaller playground? Is it A, 4, 6, 8, B, 8, 12, 16 feet, C, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, or D, 12 feet, 18 feet, and 24 feet? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, it says here that the smaller playground will be built 1/4 the size. So therefore, if you have 1/4 the size of the, as reference from the given side of the triangular playground, we have 16, 24, and 32. So you just divide it or multiply it to 1/4. So 16 times 1/4, 24 to 1/4, and then 32 to 1/4. Or you could also just divide it directly. 16 divided by 4, that would be 4. 24 divided by 4, that would be 6. 32 divided by 4, that would be 8. So therefore, the answer would be 4, 6, and 8. 4 feet, 6 feet, and 8 feet. Alright, letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 34. A grade 9 student wants to find the height of a flagpole in the school campus. She notices that a vertical stick 1.5 meters tall casts a shadow that is 3 meters long on the ground. At the exact same time, the flagpole casts a shadow that is 15 meters long. Assuming that the flagpole and the stick are both perpendicular to the ground, what is the height of the flagpole? Is it A, 6 meters, B, 7.5 meters, C, 10 meters, or D, 12 meters? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, first things first, you need to consider the parts. Okay, so we are dealing with the vertical stick. The vertical stick is 1.5 meters tall, but its shadow is 3 meters long, meaning the shadow is longer than the actual stick. Alright, now, at the same time, the flagpole has a shadow of 15 meters long. So technically, the shadow is longer, so therefore the actual flagpole is smaller. And if you compare 3 meters long to 1.5 meters tall, that is basically half. So therefore, you just get half of 15. And that would be the answer. And that is letter B, 7.5 meters. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 35. A construction worker is building a roof beam that forms a 30, 60, 90 triangle. He measures the hypotenuse at 16 meters and claims that for the beam to be structurally correct according to the special triangle theorem, the other two sides must be exactly 8 meters and 13.86 meters. Question: which statement best evaluates his claim? Is it A, his claim is correct because any three measurements that add up to 37.86 will always form a 30, 60, 90 triangle? B, his claim is incorrect because a 30, 60, 90 triangle is a type of isosceles triangle so that the two legs must be equal in length. C, his claim is incorrect because the sum of the two legs, 8 plus 13.86, must be exactly equal to the hypotenuse 16 for the triangle to be valid. Or letter D, his claim is correct because in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the shortest side is half the hypotenuse and the longer leg is approximately 13.86 meters. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, now ask yourself, is the construction worker correct or not? Okay. Technically, the construction worker is correct. Why? Because in the 30, 60, 90 triangle, if you have the hypotenuse, you just get half of it, you get the shorter leg. And in order to get the longer leg, you just multiply the shorter leg by square root of 3, which is approximately, in this case, 13.86 meters. So, among the four choices, the correct explanation or statement is letter D. Alright, let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 36. In the figure, triangle PQR and triangle STU have angle P congruent to angle S. The lengths of the sides including these angles are PQ is equal to 9 centimeters and PR is equal to 12 centimeters. ST is equal to 6 centimeters and SU is equal to 8 centimeters. Which statement best shows that triangle PQR is similar to triangle STU? Is it A, all corresponding sides of the triangle PQR are equal to those of triangle STU, so the triangles are congruent? B, the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal, so the triangle are similar by SSS similarity theorem. C, two pairs of corresponding sides are proportional and the included angles are congruent, so the triangles are similar by SAS similarity theorem. Or letter D, two angles of triangle PQR are congruent to two angles of triangle STU, so the triangles are similar by AA similarity theorem. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, as you can see, there is a given that is the angles are congruent. So you have A as one relationship. The other is here. There are two sides and there are two sides. So if you compare the two sides, 9 and 6, 12 and 8, there is a what we call proportion in that manner because that is 3 halves or 3 out of 2 or 3:2 for both the pairs. So that is SAS similarity theorem. So basically, the correct answer in this given situation or statement is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright. I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 37. A right triangle has legs measuring 9 centimeters and 12 centimeters. To verify the Pythagorean theorem, which of the following correctly shows that the triangle satisfies the theorem? Is it A, the quantity 9 plus 12 squared is equal to 9 squared plus 12 squared? B, 9 plus 12 is equal to 21? C, 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to 81 plus 144 is equal to 225 is equal to 15 squared? Or letter D, 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to 21 squared. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, talking about Pythagorean theorem, that is basically the a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, meaning the a and b there are the legs and c is the hypotenuse. So you get the square for both a and b and then you add them and that sum is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. So among these four choices, that representation is being fully shown and represented by letter C. All right. So let's check whether we are correct. Okay. Easy, right? So now let us go to question number 38. A student attempts to prove the Pythagorean theorem using a right triangle with legs A and B and the hypotenuse C. The student's work is shown below. The quantity a plus b squared is equal to c squared. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to c squared. Which evaluation of the student's proof is most accurate? Is it A, the proof is correct because 2ab cancels out when simplified? B, the proof is incorrect because the student should have added a and b without squaring? C, the proof is correct because the square of the sum of the legs equals to the square of the hypotenuse? Or D, the proof is incorrect because the Pythagorean theorem states a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, not the quantity a plus b squared is equal to c squared. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, now the question is the student correct or not based on his work or her work? Alright, so as you can see, my dear math learners, this is not a Pythagorean theorem because Pythagorean theorem, as what we have talked earlier, it is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, not the quantity of a plus b squared. Alright, so letter D is the correct answer. Now, let's check whether it is correct. Alright, so we are correct, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 39. Two students are asked to prove the Pythagorean theorem for a right triangle with legs 8 and 15. Student A shows that 8 squared plus 15 squared is equal to 289 is equal to 17 squared. Student B states that since 8 plus 15 is equal to 23, the hypotenuse must be 23 centimeters. Which statement best evaluates the student's reasoning? A, both students are incorrect because no diagram was provided. B, student B is correct because the longest side is always the sum of the legs. C, both students are correct because they use the given measurements. Or D, student A is correct while student B incorrectly used addition instead of squaring. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, as you can see, these two students are trying to prove Pythagorean theorem. And among the two solutions that the two students showed, only student A is the correct one because he or she squared the value of the legs. Okay, and then add them. While the student B did not use any squaring, so that is wrong. So, letter D is the correct answer for this question. Alright. Easy, right? So I hope you got that one. Now let us go to question number 40. Two students solved the following problem. A building cast a shadow 9 meters long. At the same time, a 3-meter tall pole cast a 2-meter shadow. Student A concluded that the height of the building is 13.5 meters because the triangles formed are similar and 3/2 is equal to h over 9. Student B concluded that the height of the building is 6 meters because 2/3 is equal to 9/h. Okay, which statement best evaluates the student's solution? Is it A, student A is correct, student B set up an incorrect proportion? B, student B is correct, student A incorrectly assumed the triangles were similar? C, both students are incorrect because right triangles cannot be used in a similarity problem? Or D, both students are correct because both use proportions? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners. Now, as you can see here, if you check the student A work to the student B work, let's check whether one of them is correct. It says here that the building casts a shadow of 9 meters. So, meaning the building is unknown, the shadow is given. Okay. Now, at the same time, we have a pole that is 3 meters and a shadow of 2 meters. So, therefore, we could apply that height over shadow is equal to height over shadow. So, In student A, he or she used height over shadow equals height over shadow. Okay? While in student B, shadow over height equals shadow over height. Now, they have the same representation. Okay? But they have different answer. Okay, let's check whether which among them has a different answer. Okay. Now, using the proportion, means and extremes, that would be 2h. Okay, 2h. And then 3 times 9, that would be 27. So 27 divided by 2, that is 13.5. So this is correct. Now going here, using means and extremes, we have 3 times 9, that is 27. 2 times h, that is 2h still. So if you divide 27 to the 2, that is not 6. So therefore, student B got the wrong answer. Though it has the correct presentation, but the final answer is wrong. So therefore, among the choices, that could be student A is correct, student B set up an incorrect proportion. Okay, so therefore, letter A is the correct answer here. Okay, let's check whether we are correct. All right. I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. So I just like to congratulate you for finishing the 4-part series of our review. If you have more questions about our discussion, feel free to put it in our comment section below. Now, I just like to ask, what is your current score? What is your score in the whole review process? What is the total? Please share it in our comment section below. I hope, my dear math learners, that you will be ready for the examination. Just don't be pressured and just prepare yourself, because nothing beats a prepared student. Right. This has been your YouTube educator, Math Teacher Ash. Always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much. God bless. If you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates so that we can help more students like you. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always.